Ukraine is receiving longer-range missile systems, including HIMARS, from the United States. And Russia has a real concern that 3 of its nuclear reactors are within range of this and other systems. Ukrainian nationalists who are actually trying to spark World War III and get U.S. boots on the ground would love to turn these reactors into a dirty bomb. That's reality. That's how limited Joe Biden's advisors and Joe Biden's thinking has been on this issue. What else is going on? If you look at the Caesar artillery system that France has provided Ukraine, Ukrainian soldiers are selling it to Donbass army members. So the system that costs over $7 million has an actual battlefield price tag of $120,000. Now, this is one of many examples of Ukraine doing this. By now, with the amount of money that the US, Europe have provided, the amount of weapons that they've brought in, Ukraine should not have the manpower available to be able to actually staff these systems. And yet they're asking for more and more and more. Now, newsflash, on top of this, and what makes it even more surreal, for Ukraine's average casualty rate is 400 to 1,000 soldiers per day. Now, as Ukraine's armies are dropping radically all the time, their conscription levels are going up, and they're getting set to take in women now. What does this mean? The conscripts are not going to get the battle training they need to even go to the front. It's cannon fodder. Congress and Joe Biden should be held to task for this, because they're creating a situation that could very, very well walk us into World War III. And quite frankly, it was never necessary or even called for to happen. Everybody seems to forget all Zelensky had to do was keep his promise to the 73% of the electorate that voted him in because he was going to stop the war. That was his mandate while he was in the election cycle in 2019. Those were his promises. And on top of that, actually build an economy where the average Ukrainian could make a living, which would have been nice. The grown-ups need to come to the table, and this needs to end.